Okay, you guys, this is day 3 of my 9-week control freak journey. And so I've literally only been on this journey for 2 days. It seems like much longer because there was like a lot of prep that went into this. You know, we are like kind of under contract to like do this thing and do this thing right. That doesn't mean it's always possible to even like stay on track. But what I want to tell you is listen to this insanity, y'all. Listen to this insanity. I am not about the scale. First of all, if you know me, you know that. But I got on the scale, and I'm not about numbers. I hate sharing numbers of the scale, but this is important. I got on the scale on Monday morning after like a weekend of indulging, and Coco and I were out of town on a girls' weekend, 138.2. This morning, dialed in nutrition for the last 48 hours, keep in mind. This morning, I was 133.8, I want to say. That's like 4.4 pounds. Now, that's not possible to lose 4.4 pounds of weight in 2 days. Trust me, we all know that, I hope. But that is the testimony to eating things in the right portion and in the right balance. So this nutrition program that I'm following is also like, for you guys, 4.4 pounds, 48 hours. I eat 3 gigantic meals a day that are like fruit, protein, veggies, healthy fats, dressings, all the things, and carbohydrates, and 4.42 pounds. I'm just eating them in the right portions, and I'm eating the right amount of everything, right? That is bananas. And so yes, a ton of it is inflammation, but y'all, like, what is going to happen in the next 63 days with my body? I don't know. What I will tell you is this. I'm going to take you on this journey. If you didn't see my videos, well, I didn't do this video last night. I was thinking I was going to, and then I was going to throw it into this morning. So Monday, day number 1, total curveball, left the house to go pick up the kids from school, forgot that like we had a million things to do, and forgot to eat. Like usually I'm like, sometimes I'll go grab them and then just eat when I come home. So I had to figure it out. So I made this like micro shift where I normally would have gone to Starbucks and like over caffeinated myself and gotten a bar. I got normal food. I got a big salad, right? Last night, day number 2, the same freaking thing happened, y'all. I hadn't like thought, I had my meals planned out, but then I forget that I'm not going to be home to eat them. I forgot that Tuesday nights, because this just started back with school and hip hop and everything. I forgot that on Tuesday nights, we leave here at 5 and we don't get home until 9:15. And I was like, oh, well, the meal that I magically had laid out for me is not going to happen. And I thought about this at 5 o'clock as we're scooting out the door. So my meal last night was supposed to just be like veggies, protein, and then obviously like some healthy oils that go along with that. So this is what I did. I pan fried some chicken, like ground chicken burgers really quick for Coco and I. Like pan fried them, throw them in a zippy bag, throw them in my car, and like went to go to hip hop and do all the things. And then I popped into a juice bar and got a big green juice for my veggies. Like not ideal, because that is not what I want to be doing. I want to be eating like all the food because I love food. But, you know, I still stuck with the plan. That's the point. Like instead of being like, oh crap, I don't have anything to eat, I'll pop in and get like an unhealthy salad with fried chips on top and fatty dressing and way too much cheese and like all the things. I made a really good choice. And here's the thing that I want to drive home, because it's not about weight. It is not about weight for me. I don't care if I'm 150 pounds or 120 pounds or whatever. I don't care about the number on the scale. What I want to wake up feeling is really freaking good. And I can tell you that on Tuesday morning and this morning, I woke up feeling really freaking good. I woke up feeling happy. I woke up feeling clear. I woke up feeling like I could do my workouts. I woke up like with a positive outlook on life, instead of like, we sometimes have no idea how much the sugar and the chemicals that we're eating are affecting our brain. And so I was actually talking to him, kind of go on a little tangent here for a second. I was actually talking to one of my coaches the other day, and she was really struggling in a lot of things in her life and a lot of things in her marriage, especially. And I was like, we talked about it, and I was like, let me ask you a question. how dialed in are you on your nutrition right now? And again, not that this is ever about perfection, guys. And she said, ugh, not at all. Not at all. She's like, I've been eating crap. I've been eating sugar. I've been eating packaged stuff. And I said, okay. So let me just remind you that I always have to remind myself that when I think I hate my life, or I think I hate my husband, or I think I hate my kids, or I think I hate my work, 90% of the time, it is actually just the crap in my brain physiologically that's skewing my perception. The dopamine, the serotonin, all those things are so whacked that it is screwing up my perception on my life. And so I've had to do this a lot of times where I think like I'm having like a midlife crisis. I'm like, actually, let me just dial in my nutrition for a few days and start putting clean ingredients in my body. And then let me check back in and really see if I'm having a midlife crisis. And I never am, you guys, I never am. I know it sounds crazy, but we have no idea. You have no idea how the food you're putting in your body is affecting your brain chemistry. So this journey isn't about weight loss for me. It's not about physical results, although I know I'm going to get them. It is about making these little teeny tiny shifts that are going to translate to this incredible result of feeling good and looking good. And I have a feeling people are going to be like, oh my gosh, how did you do this? At the end of these 9 weeks. And I'm going to say, I really didn't change that much. I just changed a little bit here and a little bit here and a little bit here. And I rewired my brain. Okay. So I want to teach you one more thing that is really mind blowing to me. So, I'm really into like neuroplasticity, and I've studied about how we can rewire our brain and for many, 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 many years. And so what I remember hearing years back was, if you think about like a giant anthill, like that's our brain, and we put a marble at the top of the anthill, or a car at the top of a hill in San Francisco, whatever you want to think. I always think about a marble on the top of a sand anthill. There are grooves that we have conditioned, right? We've hardwired our brain to respond in a way where we're not consciously responding, we're subconsciously responding. So you put the marble at the top and it's going to go whoop, it's going to go down the groove that is in the hill. Right? They're deeply ingrained habits. And so often when we're trying to change something and we keep failing, what we don't realize is that it's just hardwired. So we put the marble at the top, and if we're not really conscious, it goes down the old pathway, right? We respond the exact same way we've responded for decades or years or months or whatever it is. And if you put the marble at the top, so this new habit that we're trying so desperately to create, and you really bring some consciousness and intention and work to it, you start to create a different pathway that first time. And then you do it again, and that pathway gets a little bit deeper. And then you do it a third time, and that pathway gets a little bit deeper. It still doesn't compare to the old pathway that you've done 1,000 times. But every single time you make a new decision, the new pathway gets grooved in more, and the old pathway gets covered up. And so we can literally learn how to rewire our habits and rewire our brain so that one day when that marble gets put on the top, it goes the way we want it to go, and it's effortless. It's effortless. So I want you to think about that with your habits. Because it makes all the difference. And it also allows you not to feel the guilt and shame, right? If you're like, God, why did I give in? Why did I do that again? Whatever it is, you can go, oh, because I wasn't really thinking about it, and the marble got placed at the top of the hill, and it just went the way it's meant to go, like the way that I've wired my brain. And this isn't a moral dilemma or anything like that. I just need to rewire my brain. I'm going to sneeze. Okay, went away. So that's your thought for today. Day 3, I feel amazing. I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store and cook because I need some sweet potatoes. I want to get some sweet potatoes, eggs, fruit, all the things for big breakfast. And just stay tuned, you guys. Stay tuned. This nutrition plan is amazing.